This next coin has not only been certified by the experts at NGC to be well over 1,800 years old, but these silver denarii would feature one of the most infamous emperors in the history of the Roman Empire, Roman Emperor Caracalla. Originally born Lucius Septimus Basinius, Marcus Aurelius Antonius would be his given name, and his nickname once in office would be Caracalla. This is one of the most infamous emperors in the history of the Roman Empire. Each of these coins are at least 1,800 years old and were struck during his reign, an era of both major progress and incredible bloodshed and violence. And that's saying something when we're talking about the Roman Empire. This stunning coin is item number 9059423. 9059423. And each of our coins have been certified by NGC to have been struck between 198 and 217 AD, the years in which Caracalla was the ruler of the Roman Empire. However, he was not the sole ruler for the entirety of that period, but I'll explain that in a little bit. We are just $149.95 per coin, a price that has us more than $175 less than our nearest competition's ungraded coins. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head over to our website, abccoins.com. Head to the search bar on the page and put 905-9423. 905-9423. And for less than $150, get a living, breathing piece of ancient Roman history, a silver denarii featuring the ridiculous Emperor Caracalla, for more than $175 less than our competitors' non-certified coins. Now, let's look at the history of Caracalla. He was actually a member of the Severan dynasty, which is where his longer name originally came from. He would be known as Caracalla in a nod to a style of dress that he would wear that would eventually be given that name itself. He was the eldest son of Emperor Septimius Severus and Empress Julia Domna. He would be proclaimed by his father to be a co-ruler in 198 AD. And then he would be shortly joined thereafter by his brother Greta as another co-emperor from 209 AD until their father's death in 211 AD. Shortly after his father's death, however, Caracalla began his reign as an absolutely brutal Roman emperor, starting with having his bodyguard, the Praetorian Guard, kill his own brother within that same calendar year, with many records stating he died in his mother's arms. And it was well known that they did this under the order of Emperor Caracalla, because him and his brother had no bad blood lost between them. They did not like each other, and Caracalla wanted to be a ruler who was not questioned by anyone or sharing his power with anyone. Now, many would consider Caracalla to be a relatively progressive ruler outside of his outright brutality, because he created something known as the Antonine Constitution, or as better known as the Edict of Caracalla. And what this did was it would grant Roman citizenship to all free men in the Roman Empire. And the Roman Empire was expanding greatly. This was a very big deal. And many viewed it as a wonderful thing, because Roman citizenship was the end goal for many. It's why many served in the Roman auxiliary units alongside the legions, in hopes that they would earn themselves the ability to themselves become Roman citizens. However, there was an ulterior motive to this, where the reason Caracalla gave them this citizenship was a dual thing. If they were citizens, they now had to pay taxes. Yes, they would gain some benefits of being Roman citizens, but the vast majority of those benefits that they would receive would be coming to their towns and cities anyways, in terms of paved roads, aqueducts, and the like. However, besides having to now pay taxes, they also too would be able to be pressed into the service of the Roman legions. not just as a willing auxiliary. They would be forced to fight and serve a full due. And while they would get very good pay, because Caracalla would raise the wages and benefits for all military members, we're talking about ancient Rome here. That empire was built on the bodies of its enemies and its own soldiers. When you became a soldier in the Roman Empire, the hope would be that you lived long enough to spend that money and the farm that you would be guaranteed upon your retirement. Now, later on, he would go on to create the Baths of Caracalla, which are the second largest bathworks in Rome, which is not saying something lightly. The bathworks in Rome were massive, so for him to create the second largest was a major feat. He also created his own new denomination in Rome, what was essentially a 2 denarii coin that he called the Antoninius. Don't think I pronounced that correctly. However, during all this time, the creation of significantly more Roman citizens and therefore more tax money for the empire, he was also committing massive slaughters and purges to anyone he even remotely thought might challenge his power. Whether it's a local magistrate telling him that they're taking too much in taxes and that the farmers cannot simply provide what is being asked, to outright rebellion. Everyone was put to the sword that he did not like. Those massacres were carried out not just in the Roman Empire either. In an era of gratuitous bloodshed and violence, he was known for absolutely demolishing anyone that he came across that did not willingly join his empire. Normally, this would always be the case with Roman emperors, but he often wouldn't even give them the option to join. It would just be an immediate invasion and a razing of everyone in the town. Due to this, he would eventually start something known as the Parthian War, a war that he would not even live to see the end of, due to his own hubris and ridiculous nature as an emperor, resulting in him being killed by a disaffected soldier. The great Roman emperor, like so many before him, was laid low when one of his soldiers decided enough is enough. I am not slaughtering another town for you. I am not killing my brother because he looked at you the wrong way, which is the type of emperor that Caracalla was. So even though Nero fiddled as Rome burned, and there were a great many that committed horrendous atrocities on religious grounds, in the Roman Empire, Caracalla stands apart because within moments of becoming a co-emperor, once his father passed, he immediately had his brother killed so that he could continue to be the emperor leading his armies forward. We are more than $175 less than our nearest competition, who want over $325 for the same coin in ungraded condition. More than $175 less, these coins are sure to disappear and do so quickly. And with a Roman emperor like Caracalla on the design, these are sure to be some of the most sought after coins you are going to see tonight. Call in now and grab yours before they too are lost to history.